Happy birthday. Born on the 3rd of March is a very strong horoscope to have. You are on a stallion. Your horoscope is the stallion with so much energy, the desire to do things on a big scale, making you very dominating, making you love authority and power, making you a person who can do and attempt big attempts, and a person who tends to be a bit of a risk taker as well. It's a horoscope that in the period of Pisces, you born on the 3rd of March, you have to harness. Otherwise, others will find you very stubborn, a very difficult partner in any way in your life, and a person who is too strict and too pushy, and of course too argumentative as well. So you need to harness this energy born on the 3rd of March. Okay? Now your ambitions will be very big. You will be a person who thinks big anyway, naturally. So your plans will be to expand your business. In your career, you will want authority and power. At home, in a marriage situation, you will want to take full control and be very stubborn and difficult. And in romance, you'll be very pushy as well. And with your colleagues at work, you will be too strong sometimes and too dominating. So you need to soften yourself. Try to take the soft approach. Use words which are soft, a body language that is soft, a tone of voice that is soft, and that way you won't show your aggressiveness. And count to 3 in your heart before you say or do anything. Don't argue until the cows come home. People will get tired of your argument. Okay? So you're born with a horoscope that needs harnessing basically. In terms of compatibility, I've already said that you're not an easy partner to have, so you have to work very hard. Otherwise, you will lose your partnerships, lose your friendships very easily, and that would be a pity. I'm going to talk to you about 2017 and how you're going to do well or not do well in 2017. Now, the 2017 planets, there's a horoscope about them, and their horoscope in 2017 is not very good for you. So the calendar year planets are not very stable for you. You are going to have many ups and downs. So you cannot afford to take too much risk in any area of life, whether in romance, marriage, career, business, or in sports, or anything that you do. So the calendar year has robbed you about 35 to 40% of good luck. Now let's see about your ages. Ages are more powerful than the calendar year. And so the calendar year, so the ages now, I'm going to give you a set of ages which are good for being very lucky in 2017 for those born in the period of Pisces, especially on the 3rd of March. So let's pretend that you are born on the 25th. Well, let's start on the 16th. 16th or 25th or 34th or 43, your age, or 52 or 61 or 70 or 79. So let's say that your ages are 16 or 25 or 34 or 43 or 52 or 61 or 70 or 79. Now, if you happen to be of these ages, you're going to be very lucky anyway. And in spite of the calendar year not being very stable, you are still going to show success in all areas of your life at the level of 60, 65 or even sometimes 70%. Okay? But you tell yourself that the foundation of 2017 is unstable. So you cannot afford to build too much on that foundation. Otherwise, in the end, it will become very unsteady and your life forward will be rocky in all areas of your life. I'm going to give you another set of ages which don't do very well for people born on the 3rd of March. And this would be the ages of 21 or 30 or 39 or 48 or 57 or 66 or 75 or 84. If you happen to be any of these ages, be careful. The energy from planets still comes to you. It gives you the drive. It gives you the possibility of doing things on a big scale, attaching a new romance, wanting to get married, wanting to do important things of your life. It becomes a very eventful age, but not a very steady age. So the eventfulness wants to happen, but when it happens, you are not very steady with it. So it's a very tricky situation if you are of these ages. So tell yourself, I cannot afford to take too much risk if I am of these negative ages which I've mentioned. They are negative in the sense that they make you very stubborn, very difficult in partnerships, and they make you a person who just cannot have the continuity of finding happiness or moving ahead well. So don't build too much for yourself, otherwise it becomes a burden of some kind. I'm going to give you another set of ages which can be even worse, because I'm a bit worried for you. It's not a thoroughly bad year, but I'm going to tell you that if you are the ages of 23 or 32 or 41 or 50 or 58 or 67 or 68, sorry, or 77. If you are any of these ages, you have to be even more careful. In career, in business especially, the element of bad luck comes even more. In romance or marriage, watch out as well if you are of these two sets of ages which I've given you, which are not very steady for you born on the 3rd of March in 2017. Now that you've heard this from me, you're going to lower your exposure to risk, you're going to be more careful, and you're going to win more support, and in the end you will show that you have done pretty well as well in 2017. I'm going to talk to you about health. Now, the first thing I worry is obesity, putting on weight very easily. One planet in this horoscope rules your hips area, the area of your hips, your abdomen, your thighs, your buttocks. And he wants to expand this area. So you will tend to put on weight very easily in these areas born on the 3rd of March. And therefore, a danger of being overweight can lead to many other problems as well. One of the problems I worry is your spine. And your spine in two areas, your neck area and your lower spine, is going to trouble you very much. And especially if you're overweight, it becomes even worse. And I also worry a little bit that a very high cholesterol in you is going to damage your areas of liver and your heart. There are many areas I can go to right now, but knowing that you are born, only knowing that you are born on the 3rd of March is not enough information. I would like to know your full date of birth, your time of birth, and to be able to look at your palms. I'm already Skyping. I charge 50 USD for a 75-minute session regarding horoscope and palmistry on Skype. Go to Facebook, look me up, and you'll be able to follow me, and we can then make a date and you can ask me questions. I want to talk to you about colors. I'm going to choose a good color for you for 2017, and a color that will help you to progress. I like you to use the color turquoise. It's the color of magic, it is said in astrology. So go to the internet if you don't know what turquoise looks like. There are different shades of turquoise. Choose any of these and try to wear outer garments, inner garments, the pillowcase, the bed sheets, the towels. Hold a color which is turquoise. Even if it's a turquoise sheet of paper, put your palm there and the energy of turquoise will enter you. So turquoise is going to help you overcome your difficulties in some ways. I'm going to talk to you about directions. Around the compass, every one of the 9 planets is given a place to stay, including Earth, so that makes it 10 planets. And so when we look at a direction for many hours in a day, like when we go to work and we sit behind our work table and we sit there for 8 hours or 9 hours and we look at the same direction, if that direction happened to be bad because the planet who is sitting there is not helpful in your horoscope, then you will be having a very tough time conducting your business or conducting your career, and all kinds of headaches will come in. So, and if you are facing the good color by good luck, then you'll be very lucky doing it. So whether you are making a phone call, receiving a phone call, eating, cooking, bathing, sitting behind your work table, watching TV, whatever, try to face, I've chosen one good direction for you. And the good direction for you is the direction east. So for the month, or for the year 2017, I would like you as much as possible to face east when you want to make your wishes, when you want to meditate. And when you want to meditate, use your thumb and your ring finger and join it like this. What happens is basically when our hands are like this, their extremities and energies goes out from us. The nose, the tips of our ears, the feet, these are all extremities. That's where energy leaves us. And sometimes good energy leaves us. So when you do this, the energy that comes through your ring finger does not leave you. It enters your thumb and comes back to you and builds up. So when you meditate, or when you plan, or when you think of somebody and make your wishes, this makes your energy levels very strong. So try this technique as well. I hope one day we Skype and I can talk to you fully for 75 minutes or even more. And until then, have a happy birthday. And in 2017, don't take unnecessary risks. Thank you and goodbye.